What if I told you that the secret to stronger, longer-lasting vitality for men over 50 doesn't come from a prescription bottle or a magic blue pill, but from something already in your own hands? You might raise an eyebrow at that idea. Maybe you've been told that aging inevitably takes away your energy, your confidence, and your performance, that the best you can do is accept it, or lean on medication to fill the gaps. But what if that wasn't the whole truth? Over the past 15 years, I've worked with thousands of men, in their 50s, 60s, even their 70s, who came to me frustrated, embarrassed, or simply tired of feeling less like themselves. Many had tried every possible shortcut, pills, supplements, even painful injections, yet most of them were missing something simple, something fundamental. I'm Dr. Amanda Blake, a board-certified urologist, and I've spent my career studying one of the most overlooked aspects of male health, the connection between blood flow, pelvic function, and everyday vitality. I'm not here to sell you a miracle cure. I'm here to show you how to reclaim control of your body through something that takes only 2 minutes a day. No gimmicks. No embarrassment. Just science, applied in a way your body was designed to respond to. I've seen retired firefighters, accountants, construction workers, and even fellow doctors rediscover a level of energy and confidence they thought was long gone. Men like Robert, 64, who told me he hadn't felt that alive in 20 years. Or James, 59, who admitted that for the first time in a decade, he woke up feeling proud of his body again. And it all began with a simple daily ritual, a short, mindful massage that activates circulation in a part of the body most men never think about. Yet it influences almost every aspect of their strength, stability, and confidence. This isn't about anything inappropriate or sexual. This is about restoring healthy blood flow, relaxing the muscles that control your pelvic circulation, and reminding your nervous system how to cooperate again. So, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll guide you through a step-by-step method, one that I've taught countless patients in my clinic. It's safe, natural, and it works by improving circulation and nerve communication in the most important area for male vitality. Most doctors never explain this because they simply don't have the time. Or because traditional medicine often overlooks these functional, mechanical parts of aging. But today, you'll understand what really happens inside your body, and why this 2-minute practice can make a life-changing difference. You don't need another pill. You need to restore movement and flow, the language your body still understands. No matter your age. By the end of this session, you'll know exactly where to start, how to do it, and why thousands of men before you have found their confidence again through this simple routine. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. This might just be the most important 2 minutes of your day, and perhaps the turning point for your health. Let's be honest for a moment. Most men don't like talking about this part of life, the slow, frustrating changes that sneak up after 50. You wake up one morning and notice that energy you used to count on isn't quite there. The workouts feel heavier. The spark that once came naturally now takes more effort to find. For years, I've watched good men, strong, disciplined, successful, silently carry the weight of this change. Many believe it's just age. It's normal, they say. It happens to everyone. But what if I told you it's not simply about getting older? What's really happening inside your body has little to do with your calendar years, and everything to do with circulation. You see, your body's blood vessels are like a vast network of rivers. In your 30s and 40s, those rivers flow powerfully, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell, including the ones responsible for vitality and performance. But over time, those rivers can begin to narrow, slow down, or even get blocked, not by age itself, but by stress, sedentary habits, poor posture, unhealthy food, and lack of movement in key areas like the pelvis and lower abdomen. When circulation slows, everything slows. The muscles that support the pelvic region tighten up. The nerves that once responded instantly begin to lose sensitivity. And your body starts whispering small warnings: fatigue, stiffness, less drive, less confidence, until one day it feels like part of your energy has quietly left the room. That's when most men panic and turn to pills. And yes, those pills can work temporarily, but they don't fix the underlying problem. They're like forcing a weak engine to reverend higher without repairing the fuel lines. The result? Short bursts of performance, followed by the same fatigue. Sometimes even worse. In my clinic, I've met countless men like Michael, a 61-year-old retired pilot from Denver. When he first came to see me, he said, "Doc, I've tried everything, vitamins, exercise, even those little pills, but it feels like my body just forgot how to respond." He wasn't broken. His body simply needed to wake up the circulation system that had been idle for too long. That's the real story behind most age-related struggles in men. It's not about losing youth, it's about losing flow. Think of your pelvic region as a crossroad, where blood vessels, nerves, and muscles all meet to control vitality. If that crossroad is blocked by tension or poor blood flow, it's like having a traffic jam at the city center. No matter how much fuel you add, nothing moves smoothly until the roads are clear again. And that's exactly what the 2-minute protocol I'm about to show you does. It unlocks circulation in those forgotten areas, helping your body restore what it already knows how to do naturally. It doesn't matter if you're 50 or 75. Your body hasn't forgotten how to function, it's just been waiting for the right signal to start moving again. So before we dive into the technique itself, I want you to remember this. There is no shame in what you're experiencing. This isn't about failure or loss. It's about understanding the system that drives your body, and learning how to bring it back online. And the best part? It only takes 2 minutes a day. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how this simple massage works, where to apply it, what to feel for, and why it's become one of the most powerful natural routines I teach in men's health. Take a breath, sit back, and let's move into the heart of it, the 2-minute technique that could change the way your body feels from the inside out. Now, let's talk about the part that surprises most men, how something so small, so quick, can have such a powerful impact on your body's energy, circulation, and confidence. This is the 2-minute circulation massage. A gentle, restorative practice that focuses on your pelvic region, the lower abdomen, the groin, and the muscles that support your core stability. Let me be clear from the start, this isn't about anything intimate or sexual. This is a medical circulation technique used to stimulate blood flow and reduce muscular tension in an area that's vital for urinary, hormonal, and vascular health, but that most men never give a second thought to. Why it works. Think of your pelvis as the foundation of your house. If the foundation becomes stiff or compressed, everything above it feels the strain, your posture, your energy, even the way blood travels through your body. Over time, tight muscles around the pelvis can restrict circulation and squeeze the vessels that supply oxygen to your lower body. The 2-minute massage helps unlock the pressure, restoring natural flow and balance. How to do it, step by step. Find a calm space. Sit comfortably on a chair or lie flat on your back. Relax your shoulders and take 3 slow breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Warm the area. Place both palms over your lower abdomen, just below your belly button. Rub your hands gently in small circular motions for about 30 seconds. This warms up the tissue and increases surface blood flow. Activate circulation. Move your hands slightly downward to the area between your hips, where your thighs meet your body. Using the base of your palms, make slow, firm circles on both sides. Applying gentle pressure. This is where many of your body's largest blood vessels pass through. Stimulate the inner thigh muscles. With open hands, glide from your knees up toward your inner thighs, always moving upward, toward your core. Imagine you're guiding the blood flow back to the center. Repeat for 30 to 40 seconds. Finish with breathing and stillness. Rest your hands over your abdomen again. Breathe deeply for 20 seconds. Feeling warmth and relaxation spread across your lower body. The entire process takes less than 2 minutes, but its effect compounds with consistency. Do this every morning before breakfast, or at night before bed, and you'll notice subtle but meaningful changes: better warmth, easier movement, improved sleep, and a greater sense of calm and control. The experience. One of my longtime patients, David, 63, from Ohio, came to me after years of feeling disconnected from his body. He said, "It's like my system forgot how to turn on." We started this routine together, no pills, no supplements, just 2 minutes a day. After a week, he He said he felt something shift. His lower body felt lighter. His back pain eased. And he described waking up with more energy than he'd had in years. What changed wasn't magic, it was blood flow. The massage re-educated his body to circulate efficiently again. After 3 weeks, he walked into my office with a grin and said, "I feel like my body's engine has started working again." And that's exactly what's happening. You're not forcing your body, you're teaching it to remember. What to expect? In the first few days, you might notice a sense of warmth or mild tingling. That's circulation returning. After a week or 2, many men report sleeping better, moving easier, and feeling calmer overall. These are all signs that the nervous system is responding positively. But remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Your body thrives on rhythm. 2 minutes a day of gentle activation can restore what years of sitting, stress, and neglect have slowed down. A small act with big rewards. This massage doesn't just affect circulation, it supports your pelvic floor health, improves urinary function, and may even help regulate hormonal balance naturally. Think of it as tuning up the foundation of your vitality. As I often tell my patients, your body doesn't need more stimulation, it needs better communication. That communication happens through blood flow, through relaxation, and through mindful attention to the areas you've ignored for too long. In just 2 minutes a day, you can start rewriting how your body feels, one breath, one motion at a time. Whenever I explain this to my patients, someone always asks, "Dr. Blake, can 2 minutes really make a difference?" And the answer is yes, not because it's magic, but because it's biology. Your body is an incredible network of arteries, veins, and microscopic capillaries that carry oxygen to every cell. When you move or massage certain regions, you trigger a cascade of signals inside your circulatory and nervous systems. These signals tell your blood vessels to open, your muscles to relax, and your tissues to receive more oxygen. That process is called vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels. It's controlled by a molecule named nitric oxide, which your body naturally releases when you move, stretch, or breathe deeply. Nitric oxide acts like a messenger, whispering to your arteries, "Relax, open up, let the blood flow." When you perform the 2-minute circulation massage, you're encouraging your body to make more of this molecule in the pelvic region, the very area that supports urinary and hormonal health. Over time, better blood flow means better tissue function, improved nerve response, and an overall feeling of vitality. Why blood flow matters more than age. Most men assume their difficulties begin because of age or testosterone loss. In reality, the first thing that declines is circulation. If your muscles don't receive enough oxygen, they tighten. If your nerves lack steady blood flow, their signals weaken. This tension compresses nearby arteries, creating a loop of restriction, less blood, less function, less energy. Studies from the Harvard Men's Health Watch and the American Urological Association have shown that simple mechanical stimulation, like gentle pelvic massage or movement exercises, can significantly improve endothelial function, the inner lining of your blood vessels, in older adults. When the endothelium works better, every organ downstream benefits. It's like unclogging the main pipe in your home. Once the flow returns, everything downstream, the faucets, the shower, the sprinklers, works the way it was designed to. The role of the nervous system. Here's another secret most people overlook. Your nervous system is the gatekeeper of circulation. When you're stressed or anxious, your body activates the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. This tightens blood vessels, raises blood pressure, and tells your body, now's not the time for repair, we need to survive. Unfortunately, many men over 50 live in this constant state of mild stress, which silently keeps their circulation restricted. The 2-minute massage works hand in hand with breathing to do the opposite. It activates your parasympathetic system, the rest and recover mode. When this system takes over, your heart rate slows, your blood vessels widen, and your body shifts from survival to restoration. That's why many men say they sleep better or feel calmer after starting this routine. It's not just physical, it's neurological. Hormones and oxygen. Healthy blood flow also helps your endocrine system. Your testes and adrenal glands rely on oxygen and nutrient delivery to maintain stable hormone production. Poor circulation over time can contribute to lower energy and mood swings. By re-establishing flow through this daily massage, you're not directly boosting testosterone, you're giving your body the environment it needs to balance itself naturally. In simple terms, you're not forcing your body to do anything unnatural. You're simply reminding it how to work the way it used to, opening the pathways that age, posture, and stress have quietly tightened. In medicine, we call this functional restoration. It means helping the body remember its original instructions. And when you do that, remarkable things happen. Better oxygen exchange, smoother nerve communication, and a renewed sense of control over your own body. I've seen men who once believed their best years were behind them regain the ease and energy of their 40s, not because they found a miracle supplement, but because they learned how to partner with their own biology. When people first hear about this 2-minute circulation protocol, some are skeptical. They think, there's no way something that simple could make a difference. I understand that reaction. I've seen it on the faces of hundreds of patients who walked into my office after years of frustration. One of them was David, a 63-year-old retired school principal from Ohio. He came to see me on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. His words were careful, almost apologetic. "Dr. Blake, I'm not the man I used to be. I feel slower, heavier. I've lost confidence in my body." David wasn't looking for a prescription, he was looking for understanding. He'd already tried the usual routes, supplements, gym routines, even the little blue pill his friends swore by. They gave him short bursts of energy. But the next day he felt worse, restless, foggy, sometimes with headaches. "It's like pushing an engine that's out of fuel," he said. I told him something I tell every patient. You're not broken. Your body just needs to remember how to flow again. We began with the 2-minute circulation massage and breathing practice, simple, daily, non-negotiable. I showed him how to sit comfortably, how to breathe through the movement, and how to let his body relax rather than force it. At first, he wasn't sure what to expect. After 4 days, he noticed his legs felt lighter when climbing stairs. After a week, he reported sleeping through the night, something he hadn't done in years. After 2 weeks, he described a quiet confidence returning, a warmth and steadiness he hadn't felt since his 40s. He smiled when he told me, "It's strange, doctor. I'm not just feeling better down there, I'm feeling better everywhere. I have more energy in the morning. My mood's up. Even my posture feels stronger." That's the power of restoring flow. When blood moves freely, everything connected to it begins to thrive: your muscles, your brain, your heart, your sense of self. By the 3rd week, David said something that stayed with me. "For the first time in years, I trust my body again." And that, to me, is the real victory. Because this work isn't only about physical performance, it's about identity. When men feel disconnected from their strength, it affects everything: how they carry themselves, how they communicate, how they show up for the people they love. I've watched that transformation countless times: men walking taller, speaking with more conviction, smiling again. It's not vanity, it's vitality. And it starts with 2 quiet minutes a day, a commitment to care for a part of the body that holds the key to so much more than we realize. This is why I often tell my patients, your best years aren't behind you, they're waiting for you to reconnect with them. David's story isn't unique. I've seen truck drivers, engineers, veterans, even teachers experience the same awakening once they learn how to restore circulation where it matters most. The human body wants to heal, it just needs the right attention in the right place. So if you've been doubting whether this could really work for you, remember David. He didn't change his diet overnight. He didn't start an extreme routine. He just began a simple ritual, 2 minutes, every day, with consistency and curiosity. And in return, his body rewarded him with something far more valuable than quick results: long-term vitality, calm, and self-trust. Why 2 minutes is enough: the hidden power of activation. Every time I introduce this routine, someone eventually asks me, "Dr. Blake, why only 2 minutes? Can something that short really make a difference?" And the answer, backed by years of clinical experience and modern physiology, is yes, because when it comes to blood flow, It's not about duration. It's about activation. Your body doesn't need an hour of work to respond. It only needs a signal, a gentle nudge that says, "Wake up, it's time to move again." That's what the 2-minute circulation massage does. It activates the vascular threshold. The point where dormant capillaries reopen. Tissues begin to oxygenate, and the nervous system shifts from tension to release. The physiology of small signals. Think of it like lighting a match. You don't need to hold the flame for long, you just need enough heat to ignite the fire. Once the flow starts, your body continues the process on its own. In medical terms, when you stimulate your lower abdomen and pelvic region, you're influencing 3 critical systems at once. The vascular system, which controls blood circulation. The muscular system, especially the pelvic floor muscles that act as a natural pump for blood. The nervous system, which decides whether to stay tense or relax. These 3 work in harmony when properly activated. 2 minutes of mindful stimulation are enough to set off this chain reaction, widening blood vessels, relaxing tight muscles, and calming overactive nerves. The morning engine effect. You can compare your body to a car that hasn't been started in a while. If it sits unused, oil settles, batteries weaken, and the system stiffens. But the moment you turn the ignition, everything begins circulating again, the fluids warm up, pressure stabilizes, and performance returns. That's exactly what this daily massage does. It's not forcing power into your body, it's turning on your internal engine. After those 2 minutes, the effects linger for hours: better blood flow, reduced stiffness, clearer focus, and more consistent energy throughout the day. This is why so many men report unexpected benefits, not only better physical control but also less fatigue, fewer nighttime bathroom trips, and even improved mood. A gentle chain reaction. When circulation increases, oxygen levels rise. When oxygen increases, energy production improves. When energy improves, your brain and muscles perform better. This is a cascade of balance, one that your body already knows how to create. The 2-minute activation simply gives it permission to start. I often tell my patients, you don't need to rebuild your body, you just need to remind it. Because underneath the stress, the posture issues, the desk jobs, your body still remembers what vitality feels like. You just have to unlock the signal again. Beyond the physical, there's also a psychological reason this method works. When you dedicate even 2 minutes a day to mindful self-care, you're sending a message to your brain, I'm taking control again. That shift in mindset has enormous power. Men who start this routine often report feeling calmer, more present, more grounded. That's not placebo, it's the result of the mind-body loop becoming synchronized again. Stress blocks flow. Relaxation restores it. And every time you do this massage, you reinforce that feedback loop, transforming 2 minutes of self-care into a habit of resilience. Why consistency matters more than effort. Many people think more is better. But your body thrives on rhythm, not extremes. A consistent 2-minute signal every day trains your vessels and nerves to stay open and flexible. Miss a week, and they start tightening again, just like an unused muscle. This is why I tell patients not to focus on perfection. Focus on showing up. You can miss a gym workout, skip a supplement, or forget a diet rule. But don't skip your 2 minutes. It's the simplest, most reliable way to remind your body that it's still alive, capable, and adaptable. In medicine, we talk about micro-habits, small actions that lead to major change when done regularly. This 2-minute activation is one of them. It doesn't fight your age, it partners with it. It doesn't promise miracles, it restores mechanisms. And the beauty is, the more you do it, the more your body does the work for you. Just like a muscle memory that never truly disappears, your circulation and vitality are waiting to be reawakened. By now, you've learned that circulation isn't just a physical issue, it's deeply connected to the mind. In fact, one of the most powerful tools you can use to improve blood flow doesn't require movement at all. It's something you've been doing every moment of your life: breathing. Most men underestimate how their emotional state affects their physical body. Stress, anxiety, pressure, these emotions don't just live in your thoughts. They live in your muscles, your blood vessels, and your nervous system. When you're tense or worried, Your brain activates the sympathetic nervous system, the body's emergency mode. The fight or flight response. Your heart rate rises, your breathing becomes shallow, and your blood flow narrows to the vital organs used for survival, not restoration. The problem? Many of us live in that mode all day. Every day. Emails, bills, deadlines, family responsibilities, they keep the sympathetic system turned on long after the real danger has passed. That constant tension quietly strangles your circulation, making it nearly impossible for your body to enter a healing state. But there's a switch, a way to turn off that alarm system and bring your body back to balance. It's called parasympathetic activation, and breathing is the most direct way to do it. How breathing restores flow. Here's what happens when you breathe deeply and slowly. Your diaphragm moves downward, creating space for your lungs to expand fully. This gentle motion presses against your abdominal cavity, stimulating the vagus nerve, a long nerve that runs from your brain down to your pelvis. When the vagus nerve is activated, it sends a calming message to your entire body: you're safe. You can relax now. As that message spreads, your blood vessels open, your muscles loosen, and oxygen delivery increases, exactly what we want to enhance circulation and nerve sensitivity. In other words, every deep breath you take is a signal of safety, strength, and renewal. The anchoring breath routine. Let me walk you through the same breathing exercise I teach my patients to combine with the 2-minute circulation massage. Sit comfortably, spine tall, shoulders relaxed. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Feel your abdomen rise, not your chest. Hold your breath gently for 4 seconds. Let the oxygen settle. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Imagine releasing tension with the air. Repeat 10 times. As you do this, focus on the rhythm of your breathing, not the result. If your mind wanders, and it will, bring it back to the simple feeling of air moving in and out. This pattern of 4-4-6 breathing helps lower cortisol, your stress hormone, improves nitric oxide levels, and synchronizes your heart rate with your nervous system. The story of Mark. One of my patients, Mark, 60, from Arizona, struggled with anxiety every time he faced physical intimacy. His body worked fine, but his mind was his enemy, constantly whispering, "What if I can't perform?" That anxiety alone was enough to block circulation, even though there was nothing physically wrong. When Mark started practicing the breathing routine alongside the 2-minute massage, things changed dramatically. Within 2 weeks, he told me, "I feel like my body finally listens to me again. The panic is gone." What happened wasn't a miracle, it was neurology. He reprogrammed his stress response. Every deep breath told his body to relax and allow blood flow again. That's the power of the mind-body connection. The nervous system is not your enemy, it's your ally. Once you learn how to guide it. Staying in the present. When you breathe consciously, you bring your awareness into the present moment, away from fear, away from doubt. This mindfulness is what I call anchoring, connecting your awareness back to your body. It's simple but profound. When your mind is calm, your body follows. Many men tell me that after practicing for a few weeks, not only does their physical performance improve, but their confidence in daily life increases too. They feel steadier, more grounded, not just physically, but emotionally. And that's the point. True vitality isn't just the ability to move, it's the ability to live without fear of your own body. The 2-minute massage improves flow. The breathing anchors your nervous system. Together, they create a synergy, a balance of body and mind that builds resilience, focus, and confidence. Whenever I talk about this protocol, the same few questions always come up. And I'm glad they do, because they show that men are curious, careful, and genuinely ready to understand their own health. So let's go through some of the most common ones I hear in my clinic. Is this massage safe if I have diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart problems? Absolutely, but with one important reminder. This routine is gentle and focused on circulation, not strain. It doesn't raise your heart rate or blood pressure. However, if you have any medical condition that affects your cardiovascular system, always talk to your doctor first. I've guided many patients with diabetes or hypertension through this method safely. But it's best to keep your primary physician in the loop. You're not doing anything invasive, you're simply encouraging your body to breathe and move better. How long before I start noticing changes? It depends on your consistency and current health. Some men feel a difference within a week, a sense of warmth, easier movement, better sleep. Others take 3 to 4 weeks to feel the deeper effects. This isn't a race. Think of it like watering a dry garden. You can't flood it once and expect it to bloom overnight, but give it a little water every day. And life always finds a way back. The key isn't intensity, it's rhythm. 2 minutes, once or twice a day, builds momentum. Most of my long-term patients notice not only physical improvement but also emotional balance and confidence returning over time. Can I combine this with my exercise routine? Yes, and I encourage it. The 2-minute massage actually enhances the effects of your workouts. When you improve pelvic circulation, you help oxygen reach your core and leg muscles more efficiently. Many of my patients who lift weights or jog tell me they recover faster and feel more flexible after adding this routine. Just make sure to do the massage either before exercise, to warm up circulation, or after, to relax tight muscles. Avoid doing it right after eating or while feeling bloated. Give your body a bit of space to respond. Should I use oils or special equipment? Not necessary. If you prefer, you can use a small amount of natural oil like coconut or jojoba to reduce friction. But the technique works perfectly well with just your hands. No devices, no gadgets, your own body is the most advanced tool you'll ever own. What if I feel awkward or unsure doing it? That's completely normal. Most men were never taught how to take care of this part of their body outside of medical emergencies. The idea of mindful self-care feels unfamiliar at first. But remember, this is a medical, restorative routine. It's not about shame or performance, it's about health. You're learning to reconnect with your body, not judge it. Within a few days, that awkwardness fades and gets replaced by a quiet sense of control, something every man deserves to feel. Can women use this technique too? Interestingly, yes. Although my work focuses on men's health, the principles of pelvic circulation apply to everyone. I've had female colleagues try similar routines for pelvic tension, and they reported reduced discomfort and improved mobility. Good circulation benefits every human body, it's universal medicine. Is there a best time of day to do this? Morning and evening are ideal. In the morning, it helps wake up your system before you start your day. At night, it releases the tension that builds up from sitting, driving, and stress. Some of my patients set a timer or tie the habit to brushing their teeth, small reminders to stay consistent. The beauty of this protocol is its flexibility. You can do it in your bedroom, your office chair, even while traveling. All you need is 2 quiet minutes and a bit of attention. Can I stop after I feel better? You could, but I recommend continuing. Think of it like maintaining your car. You don't stop changing the oil just because it's running well. Once you feel improvement, the goal is to keep the flow steady so it never declines again. Your body responds best to steady input, not occasional fixes. Do I need to tell my doctor I'm doing this? If you're under medical supervision, yes. Doctors appreciate when patients take proactive, non-invasive steps toward better health. Show them exactly what you're doing. Most will be pleasantly surprised by how simple and logical it is. Remember, this isn't alternative medicine, it's applied physiology. In short, it's safe. It's simple. It works when you do it consistently. If you treat these 2 minutes not as a chore, but as an act of respect toward your body, you'll be amazed at what it gives back. Let's take a moment to step back and look at what we've covered together. Because by now, you understand something that most people never hear from their doctors. Your body isn't giving up on you, it's simply waiting for you to give it permission to thrive again. We began this conversation with a simple truth, that the key to vitality, strength, and confidence doesn't come from a pharmacy, but from within your own hands. You've learned that blood flow is life flow. When circulation moves freely, everything else follows, your energy, your focus, your mood, even your sense of self. The 2-minute circulation massage is not just a physical exercise, it's a reminder to your body that it still knows how to heal. By gently stimulating the lower abdomen, groin, and pelvic muscles. You're opening the gates of oxygen and energy that have been neglected for too long. Then, through deep, mindful breathing, you're calming the nervous system, telling your brain and your blood vessels, it's safe to relax now. And with that message, your body shifts out of defense mode and into restoration. You're not just improving function, you're rebuilding trust between your mind and your body. The 3 steps to remember. Circulation massage, 2 minutes daily. Wake up your body's flow. Reconnect with the foundation of vitality through gentle touch and movement. Scrotal and pelvic care. Support temperature balance and hormonal health. Keep the environment of your body optimal for strength and stability. Breathing and anchoring. Calm your mind. Activate the parasympathetic system, and turn stress into energy that serves you, not drains you. These 3 pillars form what I call the circulation trinity: flow, balance, and calm. When practiced consistently, they don't just improve one area of your health, they lift your entire system. The deeper transformation. What happens when men begin this journey goes far beyond physiology. I've seen it in my clinic too many times to count. When circulation returns, confidence returns. When muscles relax, the mind relaxes. And when a man feels strong again, his relationships, his outlook, and even his posture change. I've had men tell me they started walking taller. Others said their partners noticed a glow they hadn't seen in years. But what moves me most is when someone says, "Dr. Blake, I finally feel like myself again." Because that's what this is really about, coming home to your body. Reclaiming the quiet power of being in control of your own well-being. It doesn't take months or expensive treatments. It takes 2 minutes of consistent care, every single day. From today forward. If you take only one thing from this entire message, let it be this. Aging doesn't mean losing your vitality, it means learning to partner with it. Your body isn't your enemy. It's your most loyal ally. When you treat it with patience and awareness, it responds faster than you think. Every gentle motion, every breath, every day you commit to this small ritual, you're not just maintaining circulation, you're cultivating confidence. Do this not because you're broken, but because you deserve to feel alive again. You deserve mornings that start with clarity, energy, and pride in how you feel. You deserve evenings without stress or shame, just peace and ease in your own skin. And you deserve to remember that vitality doesn't disappear with age, it simply hides behind neglect. Bring it back with care, not force. As a urologist who has spent 15 years helping men rebuild their health naturally, I can tell you with certainty. The body rewards attention. The heart rewards patience. And the mind rewards consistency. 2 minutes a day may sound small, but its impact can reach into every part of your life. So start today, not tomorrow, not someday. You don't need perfection, you just need presence. Because healing doesn't start in a clinic. It starts the moment you decide you're ready to take back your strength. Take a deep breath. Place your hands over your lower abdomen. And remember, your power has been here all along. If you've stayed with me until now, take a moment to recognize what that means. You didn't just watch another video, you invested time in understanding your own body. That's something most men never do. And it's exactly where real change begins. What we've covered today isn't a trick, a fad, or a secret formula. It's biology, the kind that has been quietly working inside you your whole life. And now, you've learned how to work with it again. 2 minutes. That's all it takes to remind your body that it was designed for movement, flow, and resilience. The truth is, most men don't need more medication, they need better communication, between the mind, the muscles, and the circulation that ties it all together. So here's my invitation to you. Make this 2-minute ritual part of your daily life. Do it each morning before the world gets noisy, or each evening before you rest. Let it become a small promise you make to yourself, a moment of focus, breath, and renewal. And if you found value in this conversation, I'd love for you to stay connected. Subscribe to Men's Wellness by Dr. Amanda Blake here on YouTube, and join a growing community of men who are choosing strength through science and confidence through care. Each week, I share new lessons from the front lines of urology and men's health, simple, practical strategies that help you feel stronger, think clearer, and live more fully. Because true wellness isn't about fixing what's wrong, it's about nurturing what's right. Remember this. Aging doesn't take your vitality away, neglect does. You are not past your prime. Your body still listens, still adapts, still responds. All it needs is your consistency, your patience, and your willingness to show up. So the next time you take those 2 minutes, to breathe, to move, to reconnect, know that you're doing more than improving circulation. You're sending a message to yourself. I'm alive, I'm capable, and I'm in control. I'm Dr. Amanda Blake, and this is Men's Wellness, where we don't just talk about health, we practice it together. Thank you for watching, for listening, and for believing in your body again. Take care of yourself, because you deserve to feel strong, confident, and full of life at every age.